Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. So as you guys know, or if you don't know, in the last video, Roberto and Heidel installed the stalls and the milking room over here, the milking parlor. Well, today, Brant, the builder, and the guys are supposed to be coming today to install these huge barn doors. It's going to be quite the undertaking, because Brant sent me a picture of a barn door sitting on the scales, and one of them was 570 pounds, and there's 4 of them, two per hole cut out, basically. So there'll be 2 doors in the front, 2 doors in the back, and I think he's going to have to bring all his equipment here to try to lift them up. And because they got those rollers on it and it's a track system and they have to get all that in, I'm not quite for sure how this is going to go. We'll soon find out. I don't think Brant has installed doors this big before too, so probably a little learning curve for him as well. I'm just going to stand back and watch though. I'm not getting in the way. I don't want to get squished or get in the way. But fingers crossed, all goes well, and those guys will probably be here shortly. But let me go show you guys something in the garden while we wait for Brant and his crew to get here. First of all, do you guys remember in the last video I said this Cosmos was fixing to go? It's going. And y'all, I can hear bees galore in it. This may be one of my most favorite things I've ever done right here. The sunflowers I love, don't get me wrong, but the sunflowers are eventually gonna die off pretty soon and they'll bloom out. But these guys, this Cosmos is not gonna stop until the freeze hits it. So this little experiment here is going well, way beyond my expectations, and I'm gonna do this every year right here. I love this Cosmos field. I mean, I love it. But that's not what I wanted to show you guys. Y'all come on over here. This is what I wanted to show y'all. Yesterday, if you noticed, me and Brooke have put up the cattle panels for the tomatoes. I didn't have quite enough. I gotta go get 4 more panels to finish it, but night and day difference. I learned that I love doing these cattle panels for tomatoes. I had waited a good little while before we got the cattle panels installed and started trellising the tomatoes, which I knew that. That's because of Miss Lewis being on her eggs and us not being able to get the cattle panels out because she was right beside the cattle panels and we didn't want to disturb her. But I did get them done, and y'all, I learned a trick yesterday. I learned something yesterday. I do not know everything, and I tell you guys that all the time. I don't know everything when it comes to gardening, farming, or whatever. Animal care, I don't. I am a sponge, and I'm constantly soaking stuff in and learning. And I actually, this just happened by chance yesterday, and let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Now, this is the way I've always done it. I would pull one of these legs up or limbs up, and then I would tie it right here, and as it grows, I'll tie it again. I'll tie it over here. You can see I got this tied right here, that one tied there, and it keeps growing. I'm gonna tie another one, tie another one. That's just the way I've always done it. I've always done it this way, and you can see I probably did 75% of this first row like that. But y'all, let me show y'all what I just stumbled upon while I was trellising these tomatoes. So right about here is when I figured it out. And if you guys can see anything different about these tomatoes and the way I did it, is that I started tying them up and running 1 or 2 lines up high. And y'all, what it did was it pulls this whole plant up, supports it up high. Now I don't have to tie it near as much going this point forward. And then I started experimenting down here, and I started even tying it higher. And look how it just pulls the whole plant up. See that? Pulls the whole plant up, because these things are heavy, 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 heavy with these humongous tomatoes. And that's one thing I don't like about the Florida weave for me, is that it seemed to just, the tomatoes, no matter how much I'm weaving it, it's still not supporting it like this. This is really working out great. So from this point forward, this is how I'm gonna do my tomatoes. I mean, this just worked out Perfect, perfect. Here is Brent, and he is bringing the bucket truck. So I got a feeling that our big, huge barn doors are being put up today, or attempted. He told me they were really heavy. This is gonna be an interesting day. Brought out the bucket truck. All right, y'all, so Brant and them are here, and they are going to put up, or start trying to put up, the barn doors. He's been working on these doors for a while now. He welded a frame for them and then set the wood inside the frame because he didn't want them to warp. They're big, but I do know this: they weigh almost 600 pounds a piece. So it's going to be a little job getting those guys up, and fingers crossed all goes well. That's why he's got all his equipment out here. He's got the bucket truck and he's got the skid steer. It's going to be an interesting day to see these doors get installed. Hey buddy, I want you to keep an eye out on Brant and them when they put these doors up, okay? Because they big, okay? They big. And we may have to put some, I don't know, maybe some cones over there or something. Keep everybody back away from them, you know? You the sheriff, you know what to do. Do your job, okay? Just want everybody to be safe over there while they start putting up these, they're big. They're like 600 pounds a piece, brother. Just think about that. I mean, that's probably like 3 or 4 Gus's. You know what I'm talking about? I would say Peaches, but I don't want her to know we're talking about her weight, okay? You know, so we'll just keep that between us. You don't know I'm back here. Scott, those doors are so big that you and your tail can just walk right through it with no issues whatsoever. I promise you, no issues. I mean, that's a big tail too. I ain't gonna lie. And I would show it off too, buddy, if mine looked like that. Yes, sir. Gus, what's happening, brother? Hey, they are about to start working on them big doors, man. We might can use your muscle. We might can use the muscles you got. What you think? You up to it? I bet you could pick one of them doors up. Yeah, you built like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I ain't gonna lie. Yes, you are. All right, let's get to it. Oh, I gotta give you a belly rub first. All right, buddy. All right, a good belly rub does come before throwing them barn doors up. I completely understand that. Yeah. Are you snoring? Huh? Are you snoring? Oh my goodness. All right, let's get them doors up. Come on with me. Or probably not. You probably just root up everything, so. Greg, what you doing, brother? Huh? What you doing out and about? I know what it is. You came out here to watch these doors get put up. And I don't blame you, because I think it's gonna be a show. All right, y'all, here comes the scary part. They are starting to get the doors ready to be installed. They're heavy. They gotta pick it up, line it up, get it just right, try to line it up in the track while being hung from the boom truck. It's gonna be a little nerve-wracking, but fingers crossed we can get this done, or they can get it done. I'm just gonna watch. I'm gonna get out of the way. I don't want to get squished. don't fall. Oh, I see it. Oh, don't pinch your finger. Ooh, there it is. All right, we got that one in. There it is. Ha 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 ha. Boom. Go in there. Go in there. Ah. Hot dog. One door in. That went smoother than I anticipated right there now. All right, door number 2 going up. Hopefully it goes as smooth as door number 1. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Oh, don't fall. The second door is being a little ornery. I can't get it to slide in. Come on, baby, get in there. Come on. It ain't wanting to go. Come on. Door number 2 is giving some issues. Oh, don't fall. All right, now they got it. Now they got it. Now they got it. All right. Come on. Come on. Oh, goodness. Come on. Oh, goodness. Oh. Come on, 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 come on. All right. If y'all been following me for, I don't know, for some time, y'all know that heavy equipment and stuff like this makes me a nervous wreck. It really does. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Come on. There it goes. All right, there we go. Door number 2. How sweet it is. Look how good it looks, y'all. Don't it look awesome? Wow. Now it looks like a barn, don't it? Unreal. Whew. That's a relief. Maybe the other 2 won't be this difficult. All right, so they're coming around to do the back side, and hopefully all goes well. Loretta, can you believe it that they got those doors put up? Can you believe that, Loretta? That's crazy, isn't it? I didn't think it was gonna happen. That's some big old doors there. Big old doors. Big enough that you can fit in, girl. Yeah, big giant doors. 600 pounds a piece, and they got them up. I think it's pretty awesome too. Are you guys ready for the reveal? Y'all look at this. How awesome is this, really? This is unreal. 600-pound doors, roll super easy, and the craftsmanship is unbelievable. It really is. This is just wow. You can see it's pressure treated woods, 2x6s, but it's got this steel metal tubing that's made on it that Brant welded for us, and that's what the wooden panels are inlaid in. And yeah, this is it's not going nowhere, I can tell you that. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't gonna warp either. Not with this metal on here. They ain't gonna warp at all. This turned out great. Oh, here are our handles, matter of fact. And these were actually sent to us by one of a viewer. We decided to put them on this barn door here. Don't they look great? So these will go up soon too. I wanted to show you guys those. But look at that. Look at this. And also talking with Brant, another thing we're going to do is that we're going to put a latch on it where we can latch it, and the latch will go down in the concrete and hold the doors in place. So we're going to do that as well. We either got to find a latch, or Brant said he may make a latch for it. So we'll try to get that done pretty quick too. I mean, look at the barn now. It looks like a barn now, does it not? I mean, seriously, it looks like a barn now. We're going to stain the doors the same color that we stained the poles, which match our house. It's all going to be the same color scheme. So funny story is when we were designing this whole barn, I told Brooke I wanted these huge openings with 2 double barn doors. I want it to be big. I want it to look like a barn. I don't want this thing to look like I just want it to look like a barn. And she was like, you too? I was like, yeah, I want on both sides, front and back. And I said, you just gotta trust me on this. I just want them. And it turned out fabulous. And I'm glad that she went with me on this and didn't discourage and say, hey, no, I think that's gonna be too big. But she didn't, and it really paid off, because the functionality of this and the looks of it is just spot on. I'm not gonna lie, spot on. All right, y'all, so there's several things left on the barn build. Several, and I'm not gonna list them all, but I'm gonna tell you the next 2 things that need to be done before we can go forward with some other things. And it's smaller things. It seems like the bigger things are getting done, and they're just leaving these little smaller things. But anyways, the next 2 things that we need to get done is the electrical and the plumbing. Now, I said a few videos ago that the plumber was going to be here the next day. Well, the weather's kind of screwed him up. We just had rain off and on, big storms, big downpours. So that's kind of messed him up, and I totally understand that. Also, electrical, the electricity. That's also another thing that needs to be done. But me and Brooke have already decided that we're going to start tackling some of the electrical. As you guys know, my dad owns the electrical business. My entire family have been electricians. I've grown up in the business. I've had to work there during the summers growing up. So I do know some electrical. And the stuff I know is the stuff I can do. So we can put in boxes for the outlets and switches. I can rough in all the plugs. I can pull all the wire. I can get all that done. The stuff I can't do, I'll leave to my dad's guys who are supposed to come this week, hopefully. At least that'll be out of the way. They won't have to worry about that. And then this ball will just keep rolling a little bit faster and faster. And then once those things get done, we got stuff like insulation. We're going to put in the milking parlor. We got the the walls and the ceiling to put in the milking parlor. We got hot water heater. We got, oh gosh, air conditioning. We got to figure out what we want to do about heating and air. We were leaning towards a mini split, so we're waiting on an air conditioning guy to come give us a price on doing that. We've also looked at the ones you do yourself. Whole bunch of stuff, and that's just stuff I can just think of off the top of my head. I know there's a bunch of other stuff that I'm missing, but we're getting closer and closer to getting the barn complete, and then in turn moving the whole Cog Hill family over here. And I'm talking about the animals, and we can't wait to get these guys over here. But also we got to start planning out the pastures and getting fencing done and where everybody's going to go too. So a good bit left. Hey, but we're going to get it. We are going to get it. We're going to get this thing complete, and we're going to bring you guys along with us, and we're going to do it together. But I'm grateful that these huge doors are up. I'm grateful for that. Y'all look at this site. We got Jesse rolling around in the dirt and Scott dancing. Maybe that's Jesse's way of breakdancing. She stopped doing it when I walked over here. But maybe Jesse's trying to do a backspin while Scott does the salsa. Got something going on here for sure. And here comes Loretta. Y'all know that she can get down. Loretta ain't scared to shake it now. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there goes Jesse. I missed her again, y'all. Goodness gracious. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, Jesse doing a backspin. Scott's doing a salsa. We having a little dance off out here, I believe. Jesse, if you start doing the worm now, Scott's gonna have to put that tail down. I'm just saying. Loretta, go over there and show him how you shake it, girl.